Welcome back to CPH4K, and this is Chaos Gate 2 Daemonhunters. Before we get started, I'd like to first say thank you for stopping by. If you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. It also gets me to do more videos like this. That's just in case you like me doing these videos. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. I'm going to do 3 videos today, and let's just play them, and then I'm going to talk about each one after I play them. Okay? Let me fiddle with the volume so that's not a weird echo. There you go.
As Force Commander of the Baleful Edict, you must make choices both at a sector and tactical level. These decisions can have dire consequences. From the star map, every system corrupted with strains of the bloom is visible. These strains affect star systems in different ways, each bringing their own negative effects and forms of mutations. Keeping a careful eye on what strain you face will guide you in selecting the right squad loadout to combat Nurgle's ever-evolving forces. You will not be able to complete all missions in all systems during a bloom outbreak, so choose wisely and steer your Grey Knights to victory.
Okay. So let's talk about that. I like the fact that there's a timer.
Sector and tactical level decision consequences.
Oh, let me mute it so that I'm not talking over it while I'm talking to you. Yeah. So I like the fact that there's a timer, and that the missions pop up on multiple areas of the map, like one over here and one over there, like 2 different ends of the map. So you got to make a decision where you want to go. Now it doesn't immediately go away; it just gets worse and worse. That's sort of the thing. One of the things I really liked about Phoenix Point was the fact that their timer was more like when in XCOM they did like a multi-mission selection you could do. Once you picked one mission, it was over. It was gone. But here, there's like time between you get to each area of the map, so you have time to hit multiple targets. But while you're waiting and you're taking your time to do it, it's ticking up, making those infections worse, and you have to fight more tougher enemies, a different loadout. It depends. That's going to be very dynamic. It has potential to be very dynamic. I don't have my hands on it yet, so I don't know how far they're going to take it, but that should be good. Also, I like the mission rewards. You get 10 servitors, and they complete and repair and reconstruct projects in the manufacture room. Yeah. Oh, you have to spend them. So they're a resource that you have to spend. They're not like a set amount that you get and they make it go faster. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And then there's the screen where you're basically about to go to a mission, it looks like. Also, on side note, I like this guy has like a chainsaw, like gun hand. And this guy's got like a big heavy weapon. This guy's got like a sword and another gun. This guy's got a spear. I'm also guessing they all have psyker powers. That means special abilities. Like, it's sort of like magic, but like it's sort of like you use it with your mind. For those who don't know. So yeah, these could be some 4 really powerful hombres. So I was kind of initially worried about only having 4 squad members, but thinking about it, I think having 4 of them and having them 4 really powerful units, it makes up for just having a reduced number. And there was numbers like right here, 1, 2. That might be the levels. We'll have to see. Oh, that's pretty cool too. Like, that animation looks smooth. There's some good animations on this. Like, that was great. You see that? And the noise, I can feel it from here. Even with with my computer muted, I can still hear it. You know what I mean? Like, it's that in power. Yeah, this looks really good. Okay, here's the second part where I talk about the spotlight, the unit spotlight. Now, don't normally do this because I usually just focus on gameplay, but there's a few bits and pieces of gameplay in the spotlight section, so I'm just gonna play it and we'll talk about it. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Yeah. There you go.
The Death Guard are the corrupted Chaos Space Marines of the Plague God Nurgle. They are his favored spreaders of his most bounteous gifts. Pus seeps from their festering wounds that never heal. Miasmic smogs of corrosive, stinking gas emit wherever they tread. Wriggling leeches clamp onto their rotting but resilient flesh. And they are accompanied by billions of droning plague flies that swarm in tow. Nurgle's greatest gift comes to the Tatea sector, heralded by the foul and wicked Death Guard.
Okay, so what I noticed was that that the Grey Knights can be injured in certain sections of the body, like right here in the arm and the leg. There's blood there. I don't think the limb came off, but it looks pretty bad. Now, I don't know if they can like get new limbs attached or maybe robotic prosthetics, but there was another section that was interesting. Let's find it. Yeah, that looks like a crazy power-up ability, and they're gonna have like huge enemies. Yeah, I like the diversity enemies. Oh, there it is. You see that? I think that might be an Overwatch cone. Now, there's been a number of ways you do Overwatch in these games. One is like the basic XCOM where you just hit Overwatch button and the unit just anything that comes in within the vision of a soldier overwatching, they take a shot. Now then there's the cone method. Now I can't tell you which one's better, but when you do the cone method, it's sort of like Phoenix Point, where you set up a small area in like a cone shape, and that soldier overwatches in that area. You decide the size and the shape of it and which direction it is. Now that has some very interesting tactical advantages and disadvantages. One is that you'll be able to hit that area. You'll know which area they'll step into, and you'll be taking a shot. So it won't just shoot on Overwatch or somebody over here for no reason. There will be a reason to what they're doing. Also be a reason for why you get shot, because you're running in the Overwatch. You're not just pinned down in an area because one soldier off in the corner is overwatching. Yeah, I also noticed all the special abilities, like, yeah, these are really good animations so far. Like, I guess we can talk about, yeah, the animations look pretty good. This guy looks pretty gross. Yeah, he's got a tentacle for an arm. That's crazy. This guy's got like, yeah, there's some really gross enemies. Yeah, this whole thing looks pretty cool. All right, okay, this is the third and final one. This is another enemy showcase. So there's not that much gameplay, but there's enough in here for me to sort of do a little bit of commentary on it. So we'll just play it. And then I'll talk about it. Let's go. Alright, that's about it. Alright, so let's talk about the exploding. Area effect attacks. That's good. That's interesting. What else? Resurrection. Now, resurrection can be annoying in the wrong sort of. I've never seen that. I don't know too many turn-based games that resurrects a enemy unit. I think Phoenix Point has added something like that in one of their latest updates and DLCs. Well, I can't be really sure, but resurrection can have a tendency, could be a problem. Well, I wouldn't say problematic, but it can be very negative because if you just have 4 units, it depends on how they balance it, basically. Because you might be running low on resources and they resurrect like half of the enemies on the map, and it's like, ugh. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And I have an area of effect explosion attack, which isn't that devastating, to be honest, when you just have 4 units. When you just have 4 units, it's sort of like, just keep 4 of them away from each other. Just keep the 4 away from each other. And keep them at distance. That's way easier with just 4 units than it is with 6. 6, you're sometimes going to overlap. Or 6 or more, you're going to sometimes overlap. But yeah, I think that does it for all the gameplay I noticed in it. I like the design of the enemies. Again, that's pretty good. I like the fact they're running at you in a collective unit on the same turn, meaning they're probably going to take the same turn take the same movement on their turn. Sort of like how the Lost Act in XCOM 2. That might happen with some of the more like zombie-esque enemies. Yeah, that pretty much does it. This has been CVH 4K. If you like what you've seen here, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Take care.